Hi everybody, welcome to round 6 of the Great American Stampin Show. The winner of round 5 is here, and I am going to bet. Do you see what I did there? Bet. I'm at a casino. I'm in Las Vegas for the Stampin Up Backstage Conference. Anyway, I just want to encourage you to watch my video, then you watch the 3 other videos. You will vote for the video that you like the best by clicking like, and I'm going to gamble that I'll be the winner. Let's see what I'm going to make now. Okay guys, so it is round 6, I believe, of the Great American Stamp Show. I am Julie Salva, and we are stamping with the Little Dreamers stamp set. This is the first baby set I've ever owned. I don't know why, I just didn't really need a baby set. I'm going to hold on to it because maybe one day I will be a grandmother. But in the meantime, I think it's a super cute set, especially if you are giving baby gifts. Now let me tell you something, even if you are a fan of the Alabama Roll Tide, you know, the whole shebang, the Alabama Crimson Tide, you need that elephant. You know you do. It's football season and you know you want that. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to make a super cute, quick, fun fold card. So I'll set the stamp set aside. I've got a piece of basic white thick cardstock. Now I have cut that cardstock down already to 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to do a little bit of scoring, which means that you are too. So we are going to score at, and I'll repeat these dimensions, okay? We're going to score at 2. We are going to score at 3 1/8. I don't know about you, but I do not like 8ths at all. But I'm doing it for the people. Who are the people, you say? You. You are the people. 1, 2, 3/8. So 5 3/8. And then 6.5. Okay? So let me repeat those again for you. 2, 3 1/8, 5 3/8, and 6.5. And I'll put that in the description for you. So let me show you how we're going to fold. Basically, we're doing a valley and a mountain. If you do a valley fold, you know that you fold. So that looks like a valley. A mountain fold, you fold so that it looks like a mountain. I'm going to do another mountain fold and another valley fold. Okay, that's it. Now, you want to use your bone folder to break these fibers down in the crease and get that really nicely creased. That'll help the card lay flat. It doesn't really matter if it lays flat, but it fits in the envelope better. What's going to happen is this card is actually going to stand up like that. You really can't see it great there. But in the meantime, we've got to get some decorating done, don't we? So I have used the paper that is called Bright and Beautiful. Now here's the thing with this Bright and Beautiful. You say I've got scraps and all sorts of stuff. It actually came with the Balloon Celebration Suite, but I like using it for lots of different things, and it's so versatile. So you probably have some of this in your stash. I have pulled out the stars, okay, the Lemon Lolly stars, which I told you I really didn't even like Lemon Lolly, yet here I am choosing of my own free will to use them again. And then this was Berry Burst, but it's very pale, and I think it gives me a fun pink tone. So why am I making a girl baby card? Well, the communication director at church, Shelby, and his beautiful wife, Weslyn, just had their first child, a beautiful, sweet baby girl named Eden. So because I am going to work smarter, not harder, I am going to make this card for you guys, but I'm going to send it to Shelby and Weslyn. So you'll see I'm just using my adhesive, and I'm using the Lemon Lolly, the stars of the Lemon Lolly. I'm using that on the 2 outside edges of this card. Notice that I'm putting my adhesive on my silicone mat because I don't want my cutting pad or cutting mat here. It's an old Stampin' Up one I found, but I like working with it. I don't want that to get sticky all over it. By the way, guys, my office is clean. I am back at my Stampin' desk, and it's my new Stampin' desk. I have a new desk, so I'll give you an office tour at some point. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to take this pink and put it right in the center. So again, same strategy. Oh, I have Renegade Dimensionals. Do you guys ever have Renegade Dimensionals? It's like they're just getting over everything. Dimensionals, we don't want that. I don't know what made you think you could act like that, but here you are. All right, so I will adhere this. And again, you could use any color combination. You could use anything you wanted to with this. This fold is what is the star of the show. Okay. All right, so I've got that in my center. Now, I've got to get a focal point, right? So the one that I chose to use from this stamp set is the lion. I really like the little floating lion here. I think he's super cute, so that's what I'm working with. Now, true confession time. I stamped him already, and I've started coloring him with blends. Julie, you say, why did you do that? You knew we would want to watch you color. Well, the reason I did it is because this is actually my second try at the video. The first try at the video, I didn't have the video on, and this is as far as I got before I realized it. So now I'm starting over. So now you know. I'm pretty sure that doesn't surprise you either. Okay, so I'm using Stampin' Blends to do my coloring. I've used the dark Lemon Lolly for my star, so I'll set that aside. And then these are skin tone blends. You might not notice them. We have a whole selection of skin tone blends, and they work really well and give you some great versatility in your, anywhere from a peach color all the way to a dark brown. So you don't always have to use espresso or pecan pie or copper clay. So they're numbered weird. This is SU 800, and then I'm also using SU 600 and SU 500. So there you go. I guess the namer of names got tired, and so we're just doing letters and abbreviations and numbers. Now, I've told you before, I do not consider myself a great colorer with the blends, but I've learned a couple tips. And if you are like, I don't know if I could color with those, I'm not very good at that, I'm your girl, because I am here to show you all of the people who are not good blend colorers. You just come to me, because I'm going to show you some little tips that make it look like you know what you're doing. Remember, you don't have to know what you're doing. You just have to fool people into thinking you know what you're doing. So thing number one, you can see is I kind of outlined first. And now I'm going to go in with the other end, the brush tip end, and I'm going to lay down my color. I've heard artists say that. I thought it sounded good. So you'll notice two things. One, I'm kind of using the side of the blend to do that. You do not want to use the tip of the blend. If you use the tip of the blend, it's going to fray. It's not going to color well, and you are not going to be pleased with yourself. Just trust me on this. So now I'm going over to the SU 500, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to outline, okay? And if I get a little bit outside the lines, it really doesn't matter. Okay, oh, there's a bug that came in there. That was gross. And this one takes a little bit longer because, I mean, the lion has more fur here to outline. So, but that's okay, we're doing it. So alcohol markers, let's talk about those. When you use an alcohol marker, like a blend, you want to make sure that you are using the Memento black ink, okay? If you use another type of ink like StazOn, the StazOn ink and the blends do not get along well. They do not play well together. You're not going to get a good color. You're going to smear through. If you were to use the Memento ink, which I used here, with markers, for example, and remember our markers are water-based, the Memento ink and the markers don't get along well. You're going to get smears. So remember, Memento and blends. We need to think of a mnemonic for that so we don't forget. Memento and blends. We will blend our Memento. That could work. I don't know. I'll think on that and come up with a better one. Or you can just learn it. So again, I am coloring it the same way, just again kind of strokes using the side of the blend. And I've done this once I've outlined. I forgot to outline by the belly, but it'll work. Okay. So again, just putting that color down. So that is tip number 2. When you color, outline first, and then lay your color down, kind of all going in the same direction. Now, the last thing, and this is a technique that I learned, is you want to add a little bit of depth. Now, the way that you do that is you take a darker blend, that's what I've done here, and then wherever these little outlines are, and you'll see it in the art, I mean, you'll see wherever they have an outline of something, you just sort of trace that. And what that does is it just gives you a little bit more depth. Now, the other thing that you can do is take the darker blend and go around the outside, just kind of trace, okay? Just kind of trace. And here's the thing, you're gonna look at it at first and think, this is horrible. But I don't know what happens. It's like the blends feel sorry for us. And they're like, oh my word, all right, we'll make it work. And they sink into the fibers a little bit. And before you know it, it looks really good. And you don't even know how. You don't know what you did. So what I've done here is kind of put just a little bit of accent on this side. Now, why do I do it on that side? Because the people who color good with blends do it on that side. They say it's something about the sun casting a shadow. I don't know. I'm just doing what they did. I'm just copying. I heard a quote tonight that said it's okay to copy as long as you're copying a good person to copy. That's what I do. I find the good people and copy them. Okay, so there's my lion. Now, I can cut this lion out, fussy cutting if I want to, but why would I do that when I have a matching set of dies? So I'm using the lion die. You can see there's some cloud dies, a moon, stars, dies for the other shapes in the stamp set. So love that. You guys know how vastly opposed I am to doing die cutting on live video. So look at there. Through the magic of me, I already have him cut out. So he's ready to go. He's going to be my main focal point. I want to show you one more little technique, though, that I am going to apply to this. So I've cut the scalloped frame out using the scalloped contours dies, and I am going to grab my Balmy Blue ink pad, and I am going to use the mini blending brush. The mini blending brush. Here's the thing. This is kind of new for me. I am not good with blends. I don't know if I'm good with the blending brush, but I do know a couple tricks. So here you go. So the first thing you do, get some ink on the blending brush. Okay. Now, do you need a blending brush for every single color? No, but you would probably keep families together. So this could be maybe for my blues, and I would have one for yellows. I'd have one for oranges, and you can clean it off, just rinsing it off in water and letting it dry, kind of like a makeup brush. In fact, you will see that many places, especially they sell these as makeup brushes. So I've got some ink on here. Now, if I go straight to my main image and start to blend, I want you to see what happens. See how I get that starting point there, and it's just kind of like blob and then blend. Well, I don't want blob, and you don't want blob either. So I'm going to get ink on here. I'm going to pat it a little bit to get the blob off. And then, oh, look at there. I'm going in here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of some blue around here, because if you remember, my lion is very realistically floating in the sky. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. I mean, imagine if I have blobs all over the place. So I need to put the lion in the sky. So that's what I've done here. I've got my little lion. What are we going to name him? I say we call him, could call him Leo. I mean, that's what everybody says, Leo the lion. But if that's what everybody says, I want to have a different name. We're going to call him Larry the lion. Or Leopold. I think Leopold. Leopold. The lion is the king of the jungle. Leopold sounds good. That's what we're going to do. Leopold. Okay. So, although I did say this card was for a girl. So maybe it's Leopold. Leopold. I don't know. Anyway. So I pulled off the edge of my Renegade Dimensionals here. And just take off the backing. Easy enough. And I am going to plop them. Plop is a technical word here. And you know what? I'm kind of using the balloon as the straight thing. If I make the lion straight, he doesn't look as floaty. So I'm doing that. Oh, he looks like he's floating through the sky. So cute. And I have already done on the shimmery, it's not shimmery white paper, but it's the, oh gosh, shimmery, I don't know. There's lines through it, shimmery lines through it, paper, something. I'll look it up. I'll put it in the description. So, by the way, have I mentioned more than 15 times that I won last round? I did. That pop-up card you guys liked. So thank you for your votes. And remember, you can continue voting for this card. How do you vote? You just like the video. Okay, so that's my centerpiece. Now, look what's getting ready to happen. The magic is getting ready to happen. I'm going to bring this back over. I'm going to put some adhesive on this guy. I'm going to keep the adhesive in the middle, and you'll see. Why is there a little bug here? It's something. And, oh my goodness. Y'all, it's so cute. It is so cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. What am I missing? I'm missing a sentiment. Gotta have a sentiment here. So I'm gonna go back to this Memento Black. The great thing about it is that you can use Memento Black as a regular black ink pad. It's not a problem. And I am going to, in keeping with my theme, A Star is Born. I'm gonna stamp A Star is Born. I'm gonna stamp it over toward the right, my right. All right, that might be crooked because the die. It is not crooked, it is perfect, but the die did move, so I don't know, it could have been. But anyway, it's not. So I've got that. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive on just that side. I should have brought my silicone mat over, I did not. Let's stick him right here. Oh, guys. Oh, it's so cute. All right, I'm gonna go to some Lemon Lolly gems. I guess they're called matte accents or something. I don't know. But they're gonna pop that Lemon Lolly. Look at me and Lemon Lolly. I mean, we have it's like we've made up. I mean, we are getting along great now. And I'll do one more. I love, again, I've told you guys, I love the different sizes. Well, this one, you know, I'm gonna grab you. You're trying to run away to no avail, buddy. There we go. You guys, that is so cute. And it's sweet. And baby Eden is gonna get the card. And I know you're like, well, Julie, where do you write your sentiment? Okay, well, you know what? You can write it right there in the back. Because, observe, that card stands up. Can you kind of see it a little bit? I'll take a picture with it. But how nice for Shelby that on his desk, he can, if he wants to, put that card and just look at it and remember baby Westlyn being born. I will show you. I did another one, same exact layout, other than I use blue. And if I have a friend that has a little boy, I can use that one. I could also use green for people who don't know what they're having. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take just my final touch. I'll take a little bit of Wink of Stella. Now you know that this is just the beautiful kind of clear sparkle. I'm just going to add that on the star. You won't be able to see it very well. I think I'm going to put it on the lion's little belly too, and his face, or her face. You can't see it very well where you are, but I can see it well where I am. So just trust me that it's beautiful. So anyway, so that's my project today. I hope that you loved it and enjoyed it. I want you to watch the other 3 videos. I want you to vote when you do that. There's 4 videos total. Vote. So I hope you vote for me, but I want you to vote for the one you like the best. So guys, thanks so much. Have a great day. Okay, so what'd you think? I hope you like the fold. It's so easy, and this is such a great set for baby cards. So you're seeing Julie Salva with Stampin' with Julie Salva. I would love your vote, but make sure you go watch the other 3 videos, and we will have a new winner of round 6 of the Great American Stampin' Show soon. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great night.